So it all comes down to this, the most magical 2 words in all of sports, Game 7. So what are my top 3 storylines going into Game 7? Let's talk about it. Storyline number 1 is OKC and their home court dominance. The Thunder do indeed have home court advantage, and that is huge for them because they were a league best 68 win team this season with, count them, 35 of those wins coming at home. We also know when it comes to the Thunder, they have one of the most loudest and boisterous crowds in all of the NBA. In this particular playoff run, they've been extremely dominant. They have a record of 10-2 at home in this entire playoff run. And then they even have history behind them. Historically, when it comes to Game 7 in the NBA Finals, the home court team has won with a record of 15-4. And lastly, when it comes to home court for the OKC Thunder, they do have one thing going for them, which is they've already played a Game 7 versus a former champion in the Denver Nuggets and won in Game 7 at home. So they have the experience. Storyline number 2 is the exact opposite of storyline number 1, and that is the Indiana Pacers' resilience playing on the road. So not a crazy number. They have a record of 7-4 in the playoffs this season on the road, but we know the magnitude of some of the games they've had to play to make it this far. A 7-4 record on the road is huge. So the Pacers will indeed need one more high-level performance, just like they had in Game 6. And if they do, Rick Carlisle will be known to pulling off 2 of the most miraculous NBA Finals runs of all time. And storyline number 3 is not the stars. We know the stars better show up and show out. It's actually the X Factors. Throughout this entire playoff run, we all know TJ McConnell has been a huge X factor for the Indiana Pacers coming off the bench. He's had multiple games with major impact. Some of his steals have completely changed the dynamic of certain games. Just his presence alone absolutely changes the intensity and the pace, and even gets the crowd roared up when it comes to his impact. And then for OKC, we know there's the Jalen Williams factor. In Game 5, my dog exploded for 40 points, completely dominating the end of that game and ensuring the win for the home team. And in Game 6, he had the complete opposite impact. Not only did he not come close to scoring 40 points, he actually had a plus minus of -40 in Game 6. We don't know who it's going to be, but it doesn't matter. One of these X factors will have to show up and show out in order to push their team over the hump. So tell me in the comments, are you excited for Game 7? Who do you got pulling this one out? Do you think OKC wins another one at home? Or do you think Rick Carlisle and the Indiana Pacers pull out one of the most miraculous playoff runs and championships in NBA history? Can't wait to find out.